Hello, this is your girl, Queen Precious, out and about with the Kings in Training, and I had a few minutes to talk. So I wanted to talk about those of us that want to get married again or want to be married for the first time. It's important that we realize that we need to be preparing ourselves. Are you preparing yourself? What I mean by prepare yourself is, for instance, I'm a queen. The way that I feel queens should prepare themselves is by looking and evaluating what a true wife means. What does that mean? Is it all about just you? Is it about what you want and all of that by itself alone? No, it's not. It's about looking to see what it truly means to be a wife. King, what does it mean to be a husband? What does it truly mean to be that? Are you living that life now? A lot of kings and queens seem to think that that doesn't take effect until you have the license or the ring on your hand. If you're not living, moving, and operating in that right now, you're not ready. What I mean by that is, for instance, myself, I want to be married once again. So the things that I'm doing are, I'm making moves to better my financial situation. I'm making sure that I'm looking into having several streams of income. This is my personal thing, okay? Several streams of income, and to make sure that me and my kings in training are in good standing, that we're doing very well. And then I have my daughter, and she has her family. I want to be able to help and contribute to them as well. So the things that I'm doing, I'm looking to see what I can do to better my financial situation, that I have several streams of income. I'm also making sure that I'm making that time on my spiritual side. Am I making sure I'm connecting to who I serve? I serve Jesus. He's my Lord and Savior. So I'm needing to make sure on these levels, and that's not the only ones, but making sure that on these levels that I'm making the time to put those as a priority, to make sure that I'm the best Queen Precious that I can be. Because without those things, I really can't, and you can't either. You need to be balanced as a husband king and a wife queen. We need to be balanced, because if we go into these relationships and we don't know what we want, it's not going to work. There's so many people divorcing or they are miserable in their relationships because they don't know who they are. They didn't prepare themselves before they got married. Now, I know there's a difference in age, okay? You have some that are younger, in their 20s and 30s. They have time to build together, okay? But those of us that are almost 50 and over, we should have something by that point. But then, like me, myself, to be transparent, I was married for 21 years. Okay, before I got married, I was doing my thing, I had my own and all of that. But then I got comfortable in my husband, my king, taking care of everything. So I slowed all the way down to doing hardly anything. And if I did, it was my money, but I used it as if, there was no tomorrow. I enjoy life. But so when he passed, I had to restart. When I said to restart, I had to start all over again, because I only had what he had for us that he was building. And then with him passing at the last moment or whatever, I had to regroup. So I had to say, okay, what am I going to do? I don't want them to take my children. I don't want to be a burden to anyone else. I don't want to live with anyone else, yada, yada, yada. Okay. So I had to make sure I started doing some things to better my life for me and my kings in training. So we need to make sure that we're making financial moves while we're single. I don't believe in getting married to someone to be financially stable. I don't believe in that. I know some of you may not agree with me on that, and it's okay. But like I taught my daughter growing up, and I used to tell her dad, this is what I'm teaching your daughter, my daughter as well, not to depend on a man, but to have your own, what they call, bag. That's the new terminology. To have her own bag. Not only, and I'm not dismissing the husband taking care of the wife. Hear me when I say it. We appreciate the husband taking care of the wife. Yes, God created it to be that way. But you know what? We should not be a burden unto our husbands, our kings. We should have something to help them in case they don't want to go to work. Let's say they're just not feeling it. Or it's such a beautiful day, they just want to hang out for the next 2-3 days, just having family time or just time by himself or whatever the case may be. But if we don't have finances in place to allow him to do that, how is he supposed to do that? He's going to be working and he's going to be stressed out, or he's going to be tired, or not enjoying life, or just going and never have that time for you and the children, or just you or himself, and vice versa. So my suggestion, I said the going forward, I would let those coming from my situation is that we need to prepare ourselves before we get married, for one. And then once we're married, before you get married, have a conversation with the person you plan on spending the rest of your life with, and ask them, how do they feel? Kings, ask the queens, what do they plan on doing? How are they going to contribute financially? No, you may not need it, but you know what? A real queen makes sure that she has hers as well, because then she can either be a blessing to others, blessing to her children, family, friends, whatever. But it gives her some type of, where she's able to hold her own in case something happens to you, the king in her life, okay? So even if you're able to leave something for her, and plus it gives us something to do. It gives us purpose. It gives us meaning to have something that we're doing on our own, and to hopefully make a financial profit if possible. But, I believe as single queens, we should be preparing ourselves. We should not be sitting and waiting for some Prince Charming to come rescue us financially, when we should be making moves ourselves. We're not children. Okay? We're not children. So how are we preparing ourselves to one day get married? Are you listening to teachings, podcasts, whatever it may be, to encourage you to be ready when it's time to get married? I don't know about you, but once I get married, I'm going to have several streams of income, because I want to be traveling. I want to see the world. There's just things that I want to do. But anyway, I just wanted to put that in your mind, just to think about those of us that are dating. This is not for those that are married, okay? Let me say that. Okay, so if you know someone that's single, you may not know if they want to be married or not one day. You just want to share it with them. Be a blessing and share it so they can start thinking about their future. They can start thinking about it. All right, share this with someone. Like, if it's on YouTube, I put it everywhere. If it's on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, like it, share it, and subscribe or follow me, whatever the things are that I'm on. And I'm on TikTok as well. I love you all. Have an amazing day. Remember, I love you if no one else has told you. Have a great day. Later.